Hey everybody, it's Let Your Light Shine here with Epic's Hero,
Hi.
Steve-O,
Hi.
and our buddy Pig Productions is still at Bible Camp. So it's just the three of us here at Crystal Cove State Park.
I can't wait to see the underwater park.
Yeah. Anyway, this is Newport Beach, so we're going to go check this place out. All right, we're walking on the trail here. We parked in lot 4 and walked. It's supposed to be a 10-minute walk over to the beach and a little restaurant called the Beachcomber, which we've never been to, and that's a firefly. And our buddy Epic's Hero doesn't like bugs.
That's a dragonfly, not a firefly.
Oh, whatever. Anyway.
Fireflies out.
What we also want to look for, if we can find it, are these old cottages. I'm not sure if they restored them or if they left them abandoned. So, wish us luck on that one too. Okay, we saw a sign that says Historic District this way. And so now we are on a dirt path.
Yes.
And the beach is right there. Beautiful. He was right, because the parking, he's like, you can park in another area and just kind of cross the way and get there, or you can park here and walk the rural scenic tour. I'm like, why not do the scenic tour? Very pretty here.
And buggy.
Well, yeah. That's what you get with trails. You're going to get birds and bugs.
I like the bird part, I just don't like the bug part.
All right, I just got confirmation from, I don't know if he's a park ranger or not, very nice guy. But, okay, so all these cottages that we're walking near right here that are all nicely restored now. So they are not abandoned anymore. But they were built back in the 1920s.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. An Irvine company used to own Crystal Cove. And it says here, they were very generous with permission for the construction of cottages that still line the beach today. Virtually unchanged, which restored, I guess, is...
Well, they had to do a lot of improvements to when they shut it down and they completely made it into a state park. They had to bring the buildings up to code with
I bet
with plumbing and kitchens and different things like that. Because a lot of the stuff was just thrown together so haphazardly. So, but yeah, I read that.
Yeah, because I guess he would just let people hey, you can, put a tent up here. You can do whatever you want. You can stay on the beach. So people just. Who wouldn't do that, free living? Heck yeah. But then I read here, which was kind of interesting, was some of the, I don't know which exact cottages or if they're all of them, but some of this lumber was washed ashore from a lumber ship that sunk. And so they utilized it. Amongst these cottages, of course, I had to pull up my geocaching app, and sure enough, there's a geocache here. Ba-bam! A bison tube. Gotta love this game, I'm telling you. Alright, Steve just pointed it out. There is an abandoned section of these cottages. Wow. We definitely gotta look at it from the beach front. So this is, wow, this is so cool that they kept them restored like that. Not restored, but kept them like that, where it's untouched, basically.
Well, they're hopeful. Supposedly they were going to try and get enough money together to bring these things up to code, but it looked like that would take a lot of money.
That is amazing.
Put this back together.
Look how close it is to the beach, too.
Yeah.
No wonder. Wow. Would you just stop taking over my focus plants? That's so rude. They want to be in the shot. Wow, wow. Okay, I'm definitely going to check that out from the front. All right, our destination, the Beachcomber, or at least we want it to be our destination. We'll see how long the wait is. It's right alongside the beach, so. Steve-O is going to put our name in. Last, when we called them, they said it'd be like an hour and a half wait. Yikes. But we did something Jim Gaffigan would do. We ate before we went to go eat. So we wouldn't be starved. Wow, there's more cottages. Whoa. Wow. Jeez. Well, that's kind of neat up there too. It's like a little seating area or something. Funny that I lived in Orange County, Southern California all my life, and it's like I've never been here before. It's a busy day at the old Crystal Cove. I've never been here, but I've always seen it by boat. So it's kind of different perspective now, seeing it from the sand view. I didn't realize how crazy busy it gets, but this is where my destination is, are these homes right here. That's where I'm walking to. Wow. I like how they all have their own unique look to them too. It's so crazy. So yeah, it's at a ship sunk and all the lumber just kind of drifted ashore and they just picked it up and utilized it. So these obviously are not restored. So they had some they did and some they didn't. The ones above are the ones they did restore. So you can stay in those. Who knows how much that is. I was talking to the lifeguard and he was saying something about during low tide you can get some sea glass here. I've never picked up sea glass from the ocean. I mean, I've seen shells and rocks and sand crabs, but never glass. I get it. Up close and personal with these things. It says it became a tradition for many families who had enjoyed the cove since the 1920s to return to this favored place each summer. The Irvine family had been generous with permission for the construction of the cottages that still line the beach today, virtually unchanged. Yeah. And in the late 1930s, as the cottage owners made improvements and lengthened their stay, the Irvine family decided that those with cottages must make a choice. They were invited to either move them or relinquish ownership and lease their cottages from the Irvine Company. And I'll ask Steve, he knows more about it, but there was a big feud about this stuff. Wow, that one's really beat up. You can imagine the history, I mean, just the energy that was here when everyone lived here. I mean, talk about awesome living. The beach is literally right here. Now it says that Crystal Cove was named in 1927 by Elizabeth Wood because the name seemed right for such a beautiful place. The site was always a favorite spot for the owners of James Irvine II and III, who spent much time enjoying the beach setting. That's what it said. They generously allowed employees and friends to build small shelters and cottages along the beach against the bluffs. Here's the last of them. It's right here. Yeah, we can't go inside though. But this is the closest I can get, and that's pretty neat. So. A little more of this is as says the short-time lease term leasing system actually served to preserve Crystal Cove in its original form, since the leases specified that no dimensional changes could be made to the cottages. The single act ensured that the area appears much as it did in the 1920s, with the exception of the absence of seasonal visitors who are no longer allowed to pitch tents on the beach. In the mid-70s, a lady named Martha, I think it's Padve, I'm not sure, it's P-A-D-V-E, learned of the California State Park's interest in acquiring Crystal Cove. Her and her husband had been weekend residents of the Cove for nearly 20 years. Her interest in historic preservation in her hometown of Pasadena led her to explore placing Crystal Cove on the National Register of Historic Places, thereby saving the cottages for future use. I like that. With the help and advice of another Cove resident, historian Christine Shirley, and of Elsa Burns, a preservationist from San Juan, excuse me, I gotta flip a page. I am not memorizing this stuff, because I'm not that good at it. Capistrano. Mrs. Padve researched the early history of Crystal Cove and its resident community. She wrote a successful proposal adopted by members of the State Historical Commission who recommended it for National Register status. In 1979, the state of California purchased the land from the Irvine Company to form a state park named after Crystal Cove. Also, in the 1920s, the primitive and beautiful Crystal Cove attracted the attention of the booming silent film industry. Palm trees are shown as early as 1917 in photographs, and a paradise of the South Seas was created for filmmakers who could easily reach this location by rail and spare themselves the expense of an actual location trip. Small cottages were built and thatched with palms, and Crystal Cove took on an exotic appearance of Hawaii or Tahiti. For years, every cottage built at Crystal Cove kept its palm thatch because the needs of the filmmakers were considered. Films reportedly shot here include Rain, Treasure Island, Half a Bridge, and White Shadows of the South Seas. At Table Rock, located at the southernmost end of Crystal Cove, the film Storm Tossed was made in 1921. So, I don't recognize any of those movies, but somebody might. So here you go. Our destination, the Beachcomber. Just waiting for us to be paid so we can have some lunch.
In my shoes, the sand is getting hot.
Yeah, I know, the sand does get hot. Apparently tide pools are over on this end, and then those abandoned cottages are over here. I'm definitely coming back. Visitor center while we wait for lunch. Might as well check it out. Circa 1928. Awesome. Probably a lot of history here. Oh yeah. Thank you. Oh, there's more stuff here. The business side of fun.
Want to rest. Cool. Have you had too much fun already today? No, it's like sitting. Very good.
Wow. Semi-preserved kitchen. Well, that doesn't look very old, but this does. And these Pepsi or Coca-Cola bottles too. Yes.
When was it in here? Yeah. It's only been here for probably about 3 years.
Too bad I can't play it. It's this piano is 1894 dated.
There's a lot of old stuff in here.
Steinway even. I played a Steinway, then the lady said it wasn't tuned. It played awesome. Like untuned didn't matter, man. Those pianos play good. They play good. Just kidding. So I have an old piano in my garage that I don't use anymore, and I've tuned it, and it still doesn't sound good. It's an old parlor style like that one.
It's more for a business.
So we're right by the restaurant right here. And judging by the look of this, it's probably another old cottage that was restored and used for the museum. So I was asking the lady about this cottage, and she said this was back then like the landlord lived here. So I guess they did pay rent. Said they didn't own their homes or the land, but they paid rent, and this was the main office. So, and she wasn't sure what these were, but to me they look like either, well, they're storage units now. She said they just got restored last year. To me they look like garages. So I don't know. Or horse stables, whatever. All right, I have not seen this movie, and then I know why, because apparently it's a sad movie, according to the lady at the visitor center. Apparently this movie was, it's open, from the movie Beaches with Bette Midler. And it's open. And it's open. Oh my gosh, this is awesome.
Look at the view too.
Look at that view. Wow, I'm gonna show some pictures from the movie. Wow. At least I'm not saying that's so cool every 5 seconds.
Every day.
Hello. I haven't seen the movie, but I'm gonna have to now that I'm walking around in here.
Okay.
Well, now it sounds like a lot of movies. Was it mainly this one, or was there more movies in that one?
These are made in Crystal Cove, not
Oh, okay.
necessarily the cottage.
Okay.
And the ones in yellow has been verified by our historian, the state historian. So he watches the movies and stuff.
Oh, and make sure that, okay.
Well, because historians, they like everything accurate.
Oh, sure.
So.
Oh, wow.
Where are you guys from?
You're Belinda. You know, I've lived here all my life, and I've never gone to Crystal Cove. I'm like, that's embarrassing.
Well, you know, there's a historical site that's just about a mile down from where I live. It took me 5 years to get to.
I guess because you figure you can any day. That is really cool up there. Too bad we can't go up there. Wow. I know I can't go past this point, but my hand can. Man, wouldn't that be nice to have a house right here? Oh, those where the tide pools are. Okay. The other side of the house. Oh, is this like a backyard maybe? Or just like a this, I guess. I don't know. Oh yeah, that was the kitchen right back there. Wow, look at that view over there too with the cliffs. All right, here's the house again that we were just at from the view, so you can see the whole thing. Is that your pager going on? Yes, I guess it's time. It's time for the Beachcomber. That was really stupid. Wow, they even took your driver's license. Jeez. Yikes. That's some serious restaurant stuff going on. Lauren's happy to get her crowns. Now we just need something to write with. Write on. I mean, not write with. That's cool. I was expecting inside seating. This is awesome. This is even better. Yeah, I can't complain about that.
I guess
Perusing the menu. I'm not sure what I'm going to have yet. Lunch entrees. They all look good. I don't know what I'm getting. All right, I'm opting for this one right here. This sounded really good and different. So apparently the waves are getting bigger right now, and the waiter was just telling us it's because of some hurricanes down south. And he said the wedge has got like 15-foot waves right now. I can only imagine the parking though right now over there. I definitely need to go back to the wedge and see if I can capture some of those big waves though. And get that surfer dude.
okay. Pitted.
Oh my god. Yeah, do get pitted, man. So pitted. It has arrived. Oh my gosh, that looks good. Lauren, you got the chowders? That looks good too. Wow.
It is.
With like bacon on top. Oh my gosh. All my points are being consumed right here. All right, so Lauren,
Yeah.
what is your rating on the old clam chowder? I thought it was good, man. I couldn't imagine all those clams in that clam chowder. You don't see that very
Solid
often.
9.
A solid 9? 9 bagels, or are we doing bagels still?
No.
Oh, okay. I don't know. You never know. But oh my gosh, the last time I had clam chowder, I tried some of her clam chowder. The last time I had
doing bagels, we're doing donuts.
donuts, 9 donuts out of 10.
Yeah.
I mean, I went to a restaurant show a long time ago with Steve-O over here, and there was a lot of clams in their clam chowder, and that's the last time I ever had that except for this place. So wow, highly recommend that. And then my food was delicious too. Wow, I love that tomato soup. I'm not a tomato soup person, but I am now. So game changer, yo. Just saying. So now we're walking back. We're taking the beach view to the trail. Somewhere down here is a trail back to where we parked. So
We're looking for sea glass.
and we're looking for sea glass if there is any. I've never, again, yet to see sea glass here in the Pacific Ocean, but I hope we are lucky today. Definitely more isolated over here, less and less people. Hello, seabirds, my little seagull friends. What you guys doing? So we're looking for the trail back up to the parking lot, and we see it right here. Wow, that is going to be a steep climb. But that's okay. So there's 2 ways to get to where we were. I know there's other parking that's actually closer, I guess, but this is actually a nice little walk. I highly recommend it. It was like $15 to park. For all day pass kind of thing. And you can either have come down this way and taken the beach down to where we were, or taken the way we did in the beginning. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We're all walking back to the car. We had a good time today. Definitely recommend coming out here to Crystal Cove, Newport Beach. Awesome place, man. I can't believe I haven't checked this place out earlier. It's definitely a place I want to come back to. So, talk to you later. Bye. Yeah, so if you do take this way, just know it's kind of steep. But it's a quicker way. So you can go a longer way that's not steep, or a steep way that's shorter. But look at the view. All right, that's it. Bye.